myself giving directions.
Do we only always prepare for hearing when we're doing case management conference?
Not necessarily.
Yes.
So one of the orders we would see, the first direction I would make is to ask the parties whether they can explore ADR as an alternative.
Yes.
And if possible, I would refer the matters to ADR before considering hearing.
And of course, stay the matter. So that is one of the orders you'd give. The
That's
other
one of the orders I would give. One of the orders, the other orders I would give is, of course, where a party has not complied, I would give an order that the party complies.
No, the final stage, at the final stage of pre-trial.
Oh,
so we have finished, we have complied, everything has been done.
Yes.
So the kind of orders you'll be giving at that point, you've given me one,
okay,
where you stay your proceedings and direct them to go for ADR.
ADR.
Yes, another one?
So the other order is for the matter to proceed, either by way of submissions or orally.
Yes, it is now setting it for hearing.
Setting it for hearing.
The third one?
I think I may not be remembering that.
Is it possible to settle at that stage, to settle all the issues at that stage?
Yes, we would see whether it is possible to explore settlement out of court.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
My last question. There's a phrase we have, the multi-door approach to justice. A colleague of mine already alluded to it earlier when they were engaging you, but I just want to hear from you. How do you think as a judge you can promote the multi-door approach to justice?
I think one of the key issues in promoting multi-door approach to justice, from where I sit as a practitioner, is first of all, I would need to ensure that the Law Society of Kenya itself is amenable to the multi-door approach to justice. Your Honor, you recall that there was a lot of resistance to what you call the judiciary kiosk at the Huduma centers. There's been quite a lot of resistance also, even to mediation. And I think part of it is that there's been lack of sufficient capacity building among the advocates in order for them to understand that this multi-door approach to justice does not rob them of their work. I think the fear among advocates is that if there is a multi-door approach to justice, then their work will be reduced.
So you get the stakeholder buy-in,
so
that's one?
So I will do stakeholder first of all. Secondly, I will engage the parties themselves. That are before me, to ensure that they are amenable to the alternative approach to justice. And I think that is all for now.
Okay. What if parties who've attended an AJS session come and say, "You ilikuwa tu wazee, now I have come to the proper court for justice"?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
I think with respect to the ADR, I would require the parties to first of all distill the issues before them, so that those issues that they have agreed upon, they can sign a mediation agreement on those issues. And then whatever else is still in contention can be referred to the court. And as a judge, I would sit down and do a hearing based on those issues.
Yes.
And,
would you have misgivings enforcing an order or a decision from that process? For example, AJS, would you have a problem enforcing such a decision?
I think it depends on how it was done. I would need to understand from the parties that they understood the process, that they volunteered to undergo that process. And then I would also need to get it from the parties that they are comfortable, that they understand the outcome of the process itself.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, my lady.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, CJ. Now, Madam, would you tell us what achievements you can describe to us which are directly as a result of your leadership and vision? What achievements can you describe to us which are directly as a result of your leadership and vision?
Thank you, Commissioner. Maybe can I seek a clarification? Is it achievements in terms of legal work alone or everything?
To the public, to the general community.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner, I have, as a result of 32 years continuous practice, I have contributed to justice, to the promotion of access to justice within our environs. I have contributed to the reform process, to the constitutional reform process. I actively took part in civic education and sensitization of the people on the proposed constitution prior to the referendum. I have engaged in peace building, especially after the unfortunate events of 2007, where there was post-election violence in our area. And I engaged myself in peace building, as a result of which I was given an award by the South Rift Development Forum and the interfaith communities. I'm also a leader of the women ministry in my church, a women ministry known as Daughters of Faith. Aside from that, commissioners, I am a chair of the Board of Governors of Kericho High School and Korongo Girls High School. Kericho High School, I have, with my team of board members, we have managed to bring stability to the school that was facing turbulence for the last 2 years. And I have also contributed to the society by taking care of orphans, vulnerable children, paying their school fees. I have also been a pro bono provider on behalf of FIDA and on behalf of the Cradle for as long as I have been in practice. In fact, I would say that I'm the face of FIDA in Kericho, and I feel that I have contributed significantly and achieved a lot in that field.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Good afternoon, Council, once more.
Good afternoon, Commissioner.
Please tell us reasons why a judge may be removed from office.
Why a judge would be removed from office? A judge would be removed from office because of incapacity, first of all, mental or physical incapacity. A judge would be removed from office for breaching the code of conduct, the judicial code of conduct, and that is for being corrupt or for gross misconduct, among other things.
I'm looking for those among other things.
A judge would
You've given us 2 reasons.
Okay, a judge would be removed from office if he's in conflict of interest. If a judge acts in conflict of interest, for example, if a judge sits in judgment in a matter in which he has an interest or members of his family have an interest, a judge would be removed from office if by their own conduct or temperament they have conducted themselves so much that they have put the repute of the office of the judge into question by constantly harassing litigants and advocates and being unable to deal fairly and soberly with people.
Doesn't that amount to gross misconduct?
Yes, that is part of gross misconduct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you look at that. There's bankruptcy, incompetence. Final question from me. Please give us the guiding principles of leadership and integrity.
The guiding principles of leadership and integrity are founded under Article, that's leadership and integrity, under Article...
Under Chapter 6.
Chapter...
Specifically.
Oh.
The guiding principles of leadership and integrity.
It is human dignity, human rights, social inclusiveness, equity, equality, rule of law, and social justice. I hope I have not repeated that. Okay. There is also the values relating to governance.
Okay, I just wanted the guiding principles. Yes. You look into that as well. Maybe the very final, if you're successful, you'll be in charge of managing the human resource, which is one of the biggest assets in the institution. And among that, we have a group called millennials, the younger generation.
Yes.
Where do you think is their place, the place for millennials in the institution? And now you would go about managing this very different group of people.
The millennials are a unique group of people. One is that they have skills and competencies which a lot of the older generation do not have, especially in IT, and they are very instrumental in the administration of justice. But secondly, they are also restless, and they tend not to stick to rules and to times. So in order to manage them, first I would make sure that I have frequent meetings with them where we explore how to make their work environment better. I would ensure that as much as possible within the confines of the work environment, I give them ability to engage freely and flexibly, so that if there is work that they can handle at night and it is allowed by law, I allow them to handle that work at night, because I'm aware that many of them do not like working during the day for some reason, which I'm yet to understand. But so I would make sure that I accommodate them as much as possible and give them a good working environment. And also, I also affirm them, because they need a lot of affirmation, so that they understand that they are an important cog in the wheels of justice, rather than just appendages thereof.
Thank you. Affirmation, reward and recognition, they really appreciate those.
Yes.
As well as offer mentorship.
Yes, I will offer mentorship. I'm sorry. I'll offer mentorship. Can I also add something?
Yeah.
I'll also make them understand that they can also offer me mentorship in turn, because I believe in reverse mentorship, where we exchange knowledge. The person who knows better gives the person who knows less, regardless of status, regardless of position.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Beth. I also wish to declare that I know you. You used to appear before me when I was a visiting judge in Kericho.
Thank you, my lady.
And you are a very active member of the bar and the court user committee, that I confirm.
Thank you, my lady.
Yes, I think this brings us to the end of a very engaging session with you, and we thank you and give you an opportunity also to ask us a question or tell us something.
Thank you, my lady. I think at this juncture I would want to say that I appreciate the opportunity you have given me to appear before you. And I hope that our engagement will be fruitful. Thank you so much, my lady. Thank you, commissioners. It's been a pleasure to appear before you.
I wish you well.
Thank you,
We
my
will
lady.
be in touch when we complete the exercise.
Thank you, my
Keep
lady.
up the good work you're doing to empower the community around you.
Thank you, my lady.
Yes.
Thank you, commissioners. Have a good evening.